Hello, everyone. I'm Christine Bibick from First Robotics Canada, and I'm really glad that you're able to join me today as we explore First LEGO League Explore and talk about cross-program benefit. Welcome, Tegan. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Great. So today I invited you here so that you could share a little bit about what you do with your team and the benefits that you found from cross-program development between the different age groups that your group runs. And so I thought we'd start off with the youngest one, First LEGO League Discover. So can you give me a little bit of an idea of how your Explore teams might interact with your Discover teams?
Yeah, so with the Discover and the Explore being the two youngest programs that First has to offer, you're getting a lot of development of those introductory soft skills and critical thinking skills. So while they may not work, as much together physically, they're very much on the same path and they're learning similar topics, which definitely helps. And you can get them interacting as well. Kids love talking to other kids. So between that, they can share ideas, share knowledge. It's just kind of how they implement it that ends up being different with the two different
Okay,
age
so
groups.
so the real benefit then you're seeing with those two programs together is they're similar skills. So mentor-wise, you're seeing a lot of crossover kind of skill development. Is that what you're getting at mostly?
For sure. And they're not necessarily competitive programs, right? So it's all about the learning. So, one mentor can teach both a grade one student that you'd see in maybe FLL junior, as well as the kindergartners, the age 4 to 6 in Discover. It makes it easier on the mentors, and the students will get the same benefits working with their colleagues in the same grades with a little bit higher and a little bit younger as well.
So tell me more about your challenge program and how that program fits into the Explorer.
Yeah, so the challenge program is one of the biggest programs that we have as part of Waffles Community Robotics. Last year we had 4 teams of our own, meaning we had 38 kids all together, I believe, and it was insane. But what was really unique was that there is a bit of an age crossover between the Explore and the Challenge program. So you've got some students who maybe their younger siblings on the Explore team, they're on the Challenge team, and there's some students who will even be on both. One might go to a summer camp, do the FLL Explore, and then come for the competition season and join us in Challenge. Again, easy for the mentors. It's similar topics. If they're doing research, you can get them going to, the same expert. That way it's easier on you, less resources used, but the kids are still getting the same benefit. Which is something I really like about having the Challenge and the Explore programs run at the same time. You can get them working really in good tandem together.
Okay, so you actually physically run some of them at the same time, like in the same space or, in a room
Yeah.
next door kind of thing?
Yeah, so in our practice space, we have both our FLL challenge table set up, but there's also enough space for the Explorer teams to be there, and they can go, ask the older kids some questions if they're curious on what they're doing, and it makes it easy because the mentors can walk back and forth between the two, and it's also really good if you have parent involvement. It gives you a little bit more adult supervision. It means that the mentors can do a little bit more mentoring, while the kids are still, under control because they are kids after all.
I love it. That's great. I'm glad to hear that it works so well for you. So moving on then, how about the high school program? So, how are those high school kids being engaged and interacting with the Explore students?
So something I find really awesome is that if you are in either First Tech Challenge or FRC, you can work with any of the younger programs as a student mentor. It especially helps, obviously, if you've gone through all the programs and grown up as a first student. You know those core values like the back of your hand. You exhibit all those traits that we want to see. But with Explore, you can easily have an FTC or an FRC student go down and help because they can help with the programming concepts and they can help with the actual research and development concepts as well. It's a good leadership learning opportunity for students as well that they might also not get otherwise. And then they can take those skills and use them on their own team. So it's mutually beneficial. The younger kids get that role model that they need, and the older kids are learning how to be that role model for both, alumni life and on their own teams.
Oh, that's great. I love how you fit together all the programs. And I think that's one of the really special things about First, how that sort of family of programs allows students to progress through program to program, but it also gives the older students an opportunity to help the younger students and develop some of those leadership skills that you were talking about that are so important. It gives them sort of a comfortable space, right, to sort of test their wings. So I really, really appreciate that fact. Well, that's great. Well, I thank you so much, Tegan, for joining me today. We really appreciate it, and good luck with your teams this year.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and look for other videos in this series. For more information about the First LEGO League Explore program and FIRST programs for other age groups, visit www.firstroboticscanada.org. Until next time, continue to explore First LEGO League Explore, and happy building.